Hi YouTube. Yeah, I thought about doing a little vlog of some kind. A few things have happened in my life, nothing special, but a few things. The weather's still as crap as it was before, and the trains still go past constantly. I've also changed to an electric cigarette due to the fact that tobacco has gone through the roof, and to buy 3 cartonisers like that cost $6.99 and would last me 3 weeks, because I don't smoke much nicotine. It's only when I'm at work. I've had this disposable one for a week, and over there, hanging out the side of my Mac, is a battery that's charging for the starter pack I got that was 20 quid. And yeah, you can go down to no tobacco as well, or no nicotine at all. And because of that, I decided not to put nicotine in my happy fags, like the Americans do. We usually mix it with tobacco, and I'll tell you what, right, the first couple of days of doing that, I was out of my fucking face. I'm telling you, right, I've been high on nicotine all day because it does give you a buzz, right? I've come home from work, was so fucking disorganised in the sense of, like, I usually come in, take my uniform off, get changed, you know, do the washing up possibly, make myself a cup of coffee, make myself something to eat, because it's kind of just past dinner time and I've got to have tea a bit later. And then I think, well, what have I got to do? Put washing on, maybe do, you know, put some washing away, maybe I've got to clean, you know, loads of different things, change the bed linen, whatever, there's things I've got to do, or go out and see someone. So I kind of get myself to the stage where I'm washed and dressed, then I'll sit down, have a coffee, and then I'll have a joint, right? But of course it's been little pure joints. I've also got a vaporiser that I got that does work, but I'm not used to it yet, in the sense of how it feels in your mouth. It's not a proper electric vaporiser like this, but it does the same sort of thing, so you can eliminate some of the smokes and the carcinogens. Well, I want to get a proper handheld vaporiser that you put your stash into and it vaporises it, but they're like 150, 200 quid, and at the moment I just haven't got the means to justify that kind of money. So I've not been as proactive as this week as I possibly normally was, because what day was it? I had to go to the allotment. I think it was Wednesday. I was like, oh my god, I've got to go to the allotment. And I've given up tobacco on the Monday, right? Completely. In the sense of that I was on completely neat. What's his name? Because I had a small little bit of tobacco left that I was mixing with a little bit over the weekend, and I had the occasional J, but I haven't had any tobacco officially since the Monday night, right? So anyway, Tuesday was my day off, and I had it through vaporiser and whatever else, and then Wednesday I had to go to the allotment. I got home from work and I had one single neat, and I was like sitting there like that. Oh my god, my brain's so like, wow, right? And then I was sitting there going, God, I understand why people do this now. I remember, right? And it's like, and it took me about 2.5 hours to get out the door, right? Get to the allotment. I cycled to the allotment because I'd had a couple of drags on this nicotine, which nicotine is a stimulant. Cannabis is a depressant. I fucking speed cycled to the allotment. Like, there's a bridge that goes over the railway that kind of, like, quite vertical like that. I just steamed up it on a fucking push bike, down the other side. Didn't even get out of breath. Right, cycled there at 90 miles an hour, dug, fucking weeded, put the potatoes in, brought out some more weeds. Admittedly, I was only up there for about an hour because it was about to rain. It had been raining, and I had to get these potatoes in, and it was quite muddy and sticky and stuff. And it was just getting on. Because I'd wasted 3 hours staring into space going, what the fuck's just hit me, right? I was behind. Anyway, I come back. Luckily, I threw some dinner in the oven, right, before I went out to the allotment, and ate that, even though that it was nearly burnt. When I got back, I was just like, whoa, man, fuck. I had a couple more neats, and just passed out. The next day, come home, had a couple of neats, and it just wasn't, things weren't flowing as well. Everything was like, what the fuck is going on? Right, today, it's not been that much better, if you want the truth. I've had one, it's now 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I finished work, or got home about an hour and 15 minutes ago. I've had some beans on toast. I've got a cup of coffee that's half full there. I've had one neat, I'm charging that. I've got to nip out in a bit. And then when I get back, I'm going to do the washing. I've put the washing on. I've got to do the washing up, pack my bag, and then carry on making some more of the video. I've done a little bit more on the video. I have done things. I haven't just sat here and sat in space, but I just, fucking hell, this week's been like, oh, get the balances right. So I'm currently getting my drug addictions right. I'm trying to get my nicotine balance right, my cannabinoids and my THC right now, because it's all been changed just due to the fact that I've eliminated tobacco from my life. Until my mum gets back from Spain, when she'll bring me 10 pouches of Pueblo. And I said to Laura, I said, maybe that what I should do is just still have one normal roll-up, normal J, when I get home from work. Because then maybe that's the plan. Maybe that's what I should do. Is when I get home from work, is have a mixed one, so I actually get on with the things I need to do for the day. And then after tea, we go on to the pure. Maybe, I don't know, or I just sell it. I don't know, but yeah, I can highly recommend these if you're coughing a lot and you're struggling with, as I say, smoking's not particularly good for you, but at the same time I do enjoy it, and this, to be fair, is a good enough substitute for it. You know, I'm not saying it's any better for you, but I'd rather not do any of it, to be honest. But I don't know, the way the fucking world is at the moment, who gives a fuck? You know, at the end of the day, I wake up every day and think, oh, not fucking again. So it's not, I don't wake up every day and go, oh, a new day, wow, I'm so excited, unless I don't have to go to work, and then I might be a bit more like that. But if I've got to go to work, I'm like, oh. You know, you can pretend to be excited in your head, and then you have this reality check after a little while, because there's only so much fucking nicotine and THC and cannabinoids you can get high on to sort of eliminate the fact that, you know, imagine living your life on permanently on MDMA. You just, in the end, it would turn out being the same. It's a fucked up world. So yeah, I've got another song coming out. I'm making that video soon. I'm just taking my time on it because my music isn't like selling off the shelves like it's some like major fucking tune or anything. But I've sold a few. I haven't sold many in the last 3. I don't think I've sold any in the last 2 or 3 weeks, which is no big deal. But I said that one of the things I wanted to do was release an album. So I'm going to release an album, I'm going to do that and have a physical thing I've done. And I've achieved that. If it never fucking sells, it doesn't sell. It's not the fucking end of the world. At least I can say, I've done that. Something I wanted to do. Yeah? It also is a way that I could possibly get out of working as much down there. The other thing is I'm putting my music behind a lot of things. I don't know if you've noticed that here and there's my music playing low in the background, and what it is because I've licensed synced it with Rumblefish, so then if it's used in a video on YouTube, there's an advert put on it, only for a period of time, it's not always all the time, and they I should get cash from that, so I'm doing that on purpose. But it's funny because they've removed the other one that I said they'd put, off that other one. If you watched my last video, the video before that, I was going on about some copyright shit that they'd tagged it. Well, they've removed that. There's only one video that's matching copyright, and that's the last one I put up. And I put all 4 tunes on the backdrop just to see what would sing. It synced with I Know, but I'm going to keep doing that. As I say, if any of you ever need to use any music, or you want music in the backdrop, you can use any of my my 4 tracks. You've got I Know, Dreams, I'm Dreaming, Don't You Think It's Quite Insane, Lemon Haze is in the pipework, and there's another one in the pipework. So them 4 songs, if I know a couple of you on YouTube have downloaded them, if you ever want music and you don't know what to use because of copyright shit, you can use mine. Just agree the copyright. It won't fucking flag you or anything bizarre. And if you get any trouble, let me know, because it's my fucking copyright. I was the one who asked for it and registered the fucking copyright, so I'll question them for you. It should come in via Rumblefish anyway. So it's Friday. I'm going to my girlfriend's this weekend for a change. I'm going to London. She's coming back for a couple of days, so I can't see myself vlogging or doing anything until about Wednesday. But when I go to hers tomorrow, she lives on the flight path of Heathrow, and Gatwick, and it's always really, really good in the sense of you can actually fucking see the sky to catch aircraft. So I'm going to take that, and I'm going to try to do a bit more time frame and a bit more vlogging and a bit more what's his name, because it's quite demoralising. What it is a lot of people have been experiencing it. It's not just me. I've lost about 350 subscribers in the last 3 months due to YouTube's purges, and every week you lose about 10 or 15 people. You do gain as well, but I'm losing people left, right and centre, and it's not because they're unsubscribing, it's because of something that YouTube's doing. So don't get demoted about it, and it's probably where people are saying I've had enough of this bullshit with this CISPA, whatever it is, this fucking security bullshit. They're fucking off. But this is the thing, that's what they want you to do. They want you to fuck off. They don't like the fact that we can communicate on this little network. They don't like that. You know, how much fucking effort have they put in to stopping people from fucking sharing shit and being on the front pages and being not the right sort of stuff that country's about to watch, you know? So by closing the account and fucking off somewhere else, you're just in effect doing exactly what they want you to do. Facebook is shit. I set up a Facebook fucking page just for my music. I've got a person page. I'll try and throw the links below so you can add me there if you want to. There's also an account that I've got, it's called Musicians Together. It's a website called Musicians Together. And you don't have to be a musician to have a channel on this site. You can be a follower of musicians. So if you like music, you can do funny things, you can talk about things, but it has to be in some way related to music. If you get what I'm saying? You know, there are miscellaneous things and tutorials and stuff like that you can do, but you can be a supporter of people's music. You know, you don't have to be a musician. It's not musicians supporting musicians. You know, you need fans. Not every fan's a musician. You know? So, and they like rants because the guy who runs it, bless him, Mark, he goes, I like rants, you can embed them. And that's the other thing, you can embed your videos from YouTube, just embed them. Oh, catfish, wow. So, yeah, I'm going to go now, because I've rambled on for about 12 and a half minutes. So, peace on that.